when she mentions about Israel, all of a sudden, she hates Israel. She wouldn't even meet with Netanyahu when he went to Congress to make a very important speech. She refused to be there because she was at a sorority party of hers. She wanted to go to the sorority party. She hates Israel. If she's president, I believe that Israel will not exist within 2 years from now. And I've been pretty good at predictions, and I hope I'm wrong about that one. She hates Israel. At the same time...
Wait, so, okay, let's unpack some of this stuff. Does Kamala Harris hate Israel? I don't know. But I know she's surrounded by people that want to shrink Israel and weaken Israel and empower the jihad. What I just said now really is not controvertible. They want to shrink Israel. You heard her say it. It's a two-state solution. She wants to shrink Israel. And she works for people who have empowered the jihad and is surrounded by people who think that Israel is a bad guy, that Palestine should exist on Israeli land. And for that, you know, I don't know if the word hate Israel is true, but she definitely wants to see Israel as a shrunken power. That's for sure. She says she believes that Israel has a right to defend itself, but she's also willing to give large chunks of the land of Israel to the enemies of Israel and empower Iran, as we talked about before. But there is one thing that I do want to say about what President Trump said. I understand that this is a campaign, and I understand that he's trying to get the Jewish vote and the pro-Israel vote and the pro-Israel Christian vote. But your prediction, President Trump, that Israel is not going to exist if Kamala Harris is in power is, I think, far off the mark. Because the Jewish people have existed for the last 3,500 years. We've had 2 commonwealths, and it is God's will and Jewish strength in our destiny to continue to fight for our land. And if we have a partner in the United States, that's fine. We had a partner in Britain at the turn of the 20th century, and they helped a lot. And then they turned on us. So we got rid of them, and we found the French. And the French helped us out, and then we won the Six-Day War, and they didn't want to help us out anymore. We turned to America. America wanted to help us out. If America stops wanting to help Israel out, does that spell the end of Israel? No, it does not. I'm sorry. That prediction is false, incorrect, and not going to be borne out. Israel is going to continue to survive and thrive with or without the United States of America. Do we want to be partners with the great power of the United States? Sure. Do we want to develop stuff together? Are there millions of Americans who love Israel? Love Israel? Absolutely. Do we have an important relationship with these people? Absolutely. Is there a strategic benefit to both countries? Absolutely. But if America becomes an anti-Israel country, that does not mean the end of Israel. I'm sorry to say. It much more likely means that the United States is going to shrink, because powers that turn their back on Israel eventually shrink back to their kind of natural, not superpower size. So here, it's important for me to say that those words are, on the one hand, in my heart, they're ridiculous. But I want to tell them to other people that I want you to know, we have, just like on my screen, you see a split screen there between Harris and Trump. If America goes in the more, if the American administration goes in the more pro-Israel path, that's fine. That's great. Amazing. And if it goes in the anti-Israel path, then Israel will find a new way, a new direction. Maybe itself become the superpower that it's destined to be, at least a spiritual superpower. But I think even more, a military and economic superpower, and certainly a power in this region. So, you know, I chafe at that prediction of Donald Trump's that Israel is going to disappear if Kamala Harris. And I understand he's trying to make a campaign point. I get it. But Israel's not. And he would have gotten more points if he would have said on that stage, I'm a better president for Israel. But if Kamala Harris takes power, then Israel's going to continue to survive and thrive. Maybe with less connection. Maybe we as America are going to be less blessed for blessing Israel, because we won't be blessing Israel as much. But Israel's going to continue to be strong. I think a lot of the pro-Israel folks watching this would have been like, that's somebody that I like, the way he has faith. Not faith in America, but faith in God and faith in providence.